All right, my friends, I did a PowerPoint, so it's a little geeky, but I had thoughts and I wanted to keep them in an order. So I don't know. I'm at school on a laptop. I don't know if y'all will be able to. Janelle, can you let me share? Did you walk away?
I didn't walk away. I'm just going to be
Okay,
doing just let me see if I
go ahead.
can. Okay, see if you can share.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Okay.
Let me just
All right. So, okay. So our topic tonight's about mindset shift. So shifting the mind. And I had a whole bunch of thoughts and I tried to just organize them in kind of a short little, I know we have a limited amount of time, so I'll try not to be too long-winded, but this has just been really something I've struggled with. So I think when I initially told Karma that I would do mindset, I like immediately regretted it because I was not in a great set of mind at the time. But I think that we choose things that we need to grow in. So it was all meant to be for me to talk about this. October was hard and I was not in a great place mentally with doing all the things. So I think it's just good timing that this was what I said I would talk about. So here we are at the beginning of November. So just I don't know, and I was hoping maybe a lot of newer people would be on here, but some things to self-reflect on. So you can think about it now, think about it later. But what thoughts do you have about how you're doing with your business? And then what of those thoughts, what would you like to replace? What thoughts would you like to replace related to how you think you're doing with your business? What thoughts do you have about yourself and about your abilities? And what thoughts do you have about yourself and your ability that you think you should probably change? So maybe not right now, but at some point, this is something I've been trying to do is to really have good self-reflection, at least a few minutes a day, about how I feel like I'm doing, particularly with the business and with sharing. All right, so the whole thing, my whole kind of spiel here is about our thoughts, and your thoughts control your feelings. Move this out of the way so I can see. I feel like I'm covered up. Okay, I put everybody at the bottom. All right, so separating your thoughts from facts, separating the facts from the drama or the feelings about those facts is so important. And this is like can be applied in every area of our life. For purposes of our chat tonight, it's about the business and about how we're growing, but really feel like in any area of your life, you can, whether it's a drama with a person, drama with work, drama with a spouse, like these, it can be applied in any situation. But it's so important to separate the actual facts, what's going on, from how you feel about it. Redirecting your negative thought to a positive one will require repetition, like anything else in life that we're trying to change, because your brain will automatically go to the thought that it's most used to. So if our negative thought is, for example, I cannot be successful with this, and we're trying to flip that to I'm capable of being successful with this, is going to take time, and it's going to take repetitive action, flipping the script on what our brain thinks about certain things. So circumstances may not change, but your thoughts and your feelings will. So if the circumstance is I'm so far from my next rank, that's the circumstance. But if you can flip your thought from the negative thought about I'm so far from my rank to a positive one, then that may look like I create solutions in order to get to that goal, if it's next rank, whatever the goal is. Okay, so factor thought. So I feel like this is something that's we can all probably relate to, how dangerous it can be for our mindset if we're consistently treating facts as if they are thoughts. Okay, so fact meaning you can prove it in a court of law. Thoughts meaning this is what we're thinking about it. And this just, it's played a part in so many areas of my life, and it's played a part in my business with Plexus so far. So for example, I don't have the right personality to share about the products. Is that a fact or a thought? It's a thought. So, but we tend to naturally, as humans, take that in our brain as that's a fact, when it's not. It's not a fact that we don't have the right personality to share about the products. That's a thought. That's how we feel about it. And another one might be, I can do more to grow my business. Is that a fact or a thought? That's a fact. You can prove that. Yes, I can do more. I don't have the right personality to be successful. Fact or thought? Another thought. I'm new to learning this and can continue to grow. Fact or thought, and that would be a fact. So just that in of itself, just looking at things as facts versus thoughts can change everything, and can change what we do about our situation if we're recognizing that there's things that are facts and there are ways that there are things that are thoughts, and they're not the same, but they each have a lot of power. Okay, so I do Emily Gibson coaching. She has been really successful with Plexus, but she does network marketing coaching and life coaching, and she teaches the model. So this is something I've started to do, to journal. And what it looks like, the model is just having awareness to your thoughts and how that impacts your life. And again, I've used this in personal areas of my life. I've used it with Plexus Business, but she breaks down it's CTFA. So circumstance is whatever that's happened that's bothering you, or that could be like whatever your problem is. So like, if your problem is I'm not ranking up, or I'm not signing up new people. So that's the circumstance, that's the fact. T is think, so what you think about that. F is feeling, so she encourages just to use one word, or just an emotion about emotion from what you're thinking about the situation. A is action, what you're doing because of the situation. And then R is result. So what's the actual problem here? And that's where, if we can get to the R part, we can use our upper and lower brain, we can actually figure out a productive solution. So what this may look like is, all right, circumstance, I didn't rank up last month. This is my circumstance. I did not rank up last month. That's the fact. My thought is, I don't think I'll ever be successful with this. Therefore, at least in my feeling is, I'm a failure, I'm disappointed, I'm frustrated. And then that's going to lead to an action, which may look like, okay, then I'm not going to post, I'm not going to reach out, I'm not going to be active with my team, I'm not going to do anything to grow because of what I'm feeling and thinking about the circumstance. Once you identify that feeling, that the feeling is driving what you're doing and not the actual fact, when you can separate that, then you're able to actually come up with solutions. Okay, so the solution for this might be, I'm struggling with reaching out to people and I need help. So that's the result. But I can't do that if I'm stuck in the T and the F part. If I'm stuck in my thoughts and I'm stuck in my feelings about it. Okay, so she says this, and I've heard this before. So the only difference between you and someone at the top of the company is your thoughts. And I would 100% say someone at the top of the company absolutely has different thoughts about the business than I do, but their thoughts are different because of what they've been able to, how they've been able to grow. So this is just, I like the statement because it's just pretty powerful about how much our thoughts play into our success. Okay, so I like learning about cognitive things. So this is just a little bit about the brain, and it explains to me so much when I'm feeling frustrated in the business, what's kind of happening. So your higher brain, which is your prefrontal cortex, says, I'm going to rank up. While your lower brain says, you haven't had any customers at all this month. Okay, so your lower brain is going to tell you things like, you're not going to be successful. You don't have the right personality. They don't even like you. Don't even try, or you're wasting your time. So your lower brain's doing all that, and then that causes your higher brain to freak out and kind of shut down or quit or say, I can't do this. So your lower brain's always trying to talk you out of things because it's trying to keep you safe. Your lower brain is what keeps things efficient, but it also thinks of all the things that can go wrong. Okay, so the lower brain is saying, you're going to look like an idiot if you post. Your friends are going to talk about you. You're going to annoy that person if you ask them again. Your lower brain's doing all that. And your lower brain might even say, if you say, I'm going to be a diamond, your lower brain might even say, you're a liar. Why are you even saying that? So the problem when we kind of stay in that, we let the lower brain control our thoughts, is that we do, yes, stay comfortable, but we also stay stagnant and we don't grow. So this is just the power of taking your thoughts captive can change everything. And this can be in your health, it can be in a relationship, and can certainly be in your business. Okay, so flipping the script. And again, I feel like this can be applied to anything. I feel like I flipped the script on my health when I like decided this is not the way I'm going to live. And so when it comes to our business, I think these are some good things just to think about. We probably would all have the same answers to these. How many life goals have you met overnight? Probably none. How many other things in your life have you been instantly awesome at doing the first time? Probably none. I think we all probably had day one at our job, or day one being a parent, or day one going to college, whatever, and we didn't know what we were doing. So there's not many things that we just naturally are good at instantly. So same thing with our business. But just I want to encourage you to think about how successful could you be if you focus your mind on problem solving versus how you feel and what you think about the situation. Because when we're focusing on what we think and what we feel, we're typically not super productive in any situation, whatever the problem is, whatever we're frustrated with. If we're stuck there and we're thinking about how frustrated we are, whatever our thoughts are telling us, how we're not going to be able to do this, we need to give it up. If we're stuck there, we're not going to be super productive. So how successful could you be if you focus on problem solving? And then how much closer could you get to your goals if you could start doing this, separating how I feel about how I'm doing with my business versus the facts? Because when you're focused on the facts, then you're able to be productive and figure out ways to achieve the goals that you have. If you're stuck on your feelings, then you're limiting where you're going to go, and you're most likely going to stay in that space where you're focusing on your feelings. All right, so call to action. I journal the model, so this may just look like writing down like what you feel like your problem is. If it's points, if it's earning the trip, if it's I can't rank up, I can't build business leader, whatever the circumstance is, just identifying it. I feel like it's helpful and it's therapeutic to write these things down. So writing down how you feel about that, what your thoughts are about it, why you think that you're not achieving XYZ, the actions that you're doing. And I think this helps because it really makes you reflect, are you doing things to achieve your goal? When you write it down, I feel like you're a little bit more honest with yourself if you're actually writing down, what you're doing. And then from that, you can actually create results. And then that might look like the next step to that might look like reaching out to your upline about actual tangible ways they can help you with those results. So maybe not focusing on, I feel this, and this, but how can you help me, or what suggestions do you have that I can do so that I can kind of target this circumstance or this problem that I feel like I'm having in my business? And then commit time to growth in whatever capacity your schedule allows. So I think just the more, like anything else, the more we move our bodies, the more our bodies want to move, the more we drink water, the more we want to drink water, the more we are doing mental growth, whether that's with podcasts or things that Plexus provides or on our own. I think the more that sinks into us, the more we start to practice that. So that could be another call to action. And then just reminding yourself that it's not a race. This is your journey. It's not like anyone else's. And this is actually the good part. This is the part where we're all growing, and we're all at different stages, but we're all we're growing because we haven't tapped out yet. We haven't reached our full potential yet, whatever that looks like, whatever rank we are, however long we've been doing it. We're all continuing to grow, and that's actually where the good stuff happens. So it doesn't have to be a race. And I am really working on controlling my feelings and my thoughts, because I feel like it can change everything when you do have that in control. It can make you productive and can make you be able to reach those goals in a better way than getting stuck in our feelings about it. Okay, I feel like I gave a little presentation. Let me stop sharing. I'm still sharing. Okay. y'all have anything to add? I hope that wasn't too long.
Did a great job.
Thank you.
I
hope
can't believe
there
you're
was
still at
some-
work though. Or I'll stop.
Yeah.
Oh,
I needed to hear every bit of that. So thank you. Even though I'm cooking, I swear I listened all of it and it was,
good,
can I get that PowerPoint?
good. Yes.